Hello students, after completing the process of organizing, we are moving towards the next topic, that is importance of organizing. There are so many advantages of organizing. We will study these advantages one by one. Okay. First advantage is benefits in specialization. What is specialization? It means that, as you know, as we have discussed in organizing function, that in organizing function every work is divided into different parts and been allotted to the people on the basis of their skills, qualification and experience. So this division of work helps the organization to bring speciality in the organization. Specialization means everything will be performed with the expertise, okay, because everyone who has been given the work to perform a particular activity, he is a specialist of that particular activity. So, and when the work is given to them again and again, the same type of work is allotted to them, to a person again and again, so it helps the person to be a specialist in that activity, okay. Already the work has been divided to the person who is a specialist in their field, and when again and again he is performing such activity in the same organization, so he becomes the specialist and expert in that particular activity, which gives the benefit of specialization to the organization. Okay. Second is role clarity. Role clarity means here role refers to the responsibilities and duties. As we have discussed that in organization, it is already decided that who is going to perform what type of activity. Everything is already clear. Every employee is very much familiar that what is my duty or responsibility, we can say, that I am going to perform in such organization. So which makes everything very clear to each and every employee of the organization that which type of work or what work I am going to perform or what work I have to do. As I have told you that in the organizing process of assignment of duties, third process was assignment of duties, a job description is given to the each and every employee. Job description means it is a document which consists of all the activities, duties, responsibilities and details of every activity of a particular person that he has to perform. It is a written document which has been given to each and every employee, which makes everything clear to the employee that what is my responsibilities and duties. So with the help of organization, the role of each and every worker is very much clear that who is going to perform which work. Third is clarity in working relationship. Working relationship means, I have already told you, relationship between superior and subordinate. In organizing function, it is already being clear to all people that who is the superior and who is the subordinate, who has the authority to give the orders and who is responsible to report to their superiors. So it becomes very clear what are the working relationships in the organization, who is the superior and who is the subordinate. So there is no duplication, or we can say there are no conflicts in the organization between the employers and the employees, or the workers at the top level and workers at the lower level. Fourth importance is optimum utilization of resources. It means when everything is cleared, okay, everything is already, every role is already clear, each and every person, each and every work is being performed by their specialists. So it helps in utilizing the resources very much optimally. It means without any wastage, because everything is clear. So the work will be performed in such a manner only that a manager has asked to do. So there are no chances of duplication of work, and there are also no chances of overlapping or wastage of any resources, because everyone is performing their work only. There are no chances of duplication, and if there is no duplication, no wastage, it means that all the resources, whether these are financial, human or physical resources, everything is utilized in a optimum manner. Okay. Fifth one is coordination and effective administration. What is how coordination and effective administration is established? As we know that in organizing, similar activities are grouped under one department. Okay, and every department has been made by the managers by keeping in mind all the activities of the organization. and these departments work with the, all we can say every department is dependent on each other. So with the help of this departmentalization, coordination is established in the organization. Everyone will work in proper coordination, and with the help of coordination there will be effective administration. They will be able to achieve their goal on time and with minimum wastage of resources, which is not possible without departmentalization. Okay, as all the departments are performing their activities and everything is done with in a planned way, so they will work in harmony, unity, and with coordination. Sixth importance is adoption to change. What is adoption to change? That as every worker has been assigned the duties already in advance, okay, in the process of organizing, so it becomes very easy, and everything has been divided into different departments. So if there is any change in the external department, so it becomes very easy to implement such change in that department only with which it is concerned. What I am trying to explain, that for example there is change in GST, okay, or there is a change in tax policy of the government, so only finance department will be affected, okay, or there is a tax policy changes. For example, a company is producing 3 products. If there is any change in the first product and the department is also different for the first product, so the changes will be only in first department. These 2 departments will not be affected because of this one department. Okay, so adopting changes become very easy for the organization when there are different departments for all the work. Okay, you can implement any change in that department only for which it is concerned by not disturbing other departments. Okay, and if you want to convey any information in the whole organization, then with the help of departments, any information can be easily passed with the help of departments. Second importance is expansion and growth. How organizing helps in expansion and growth? We can say that if there is optimum utilization of resources and everything is being divided into departments, okay, I would like to tell you students that the one point is connected with each and every point of the importance of organizing. If you are able to understand one point, that there is departmentalization, there is role clarity, then you will be able to understand all these topics. So expansion and growth of whom? Of the organization is very easy when everyone is performing their work only. So they will have the idea. They will be able to think something new, which we will discuss in this point only. It means company can easily meet the challenges that are existing in the environment with the help of departmentalization, and indirectly it will have a result in expansion and growth. A company can easily grow only when they are able to adopt the changes and challenges that we have discussed in this point. If they are able to adapt all the changes and challenges which are existing in the environment, then they will be able to expand and grow. Okay. Eighth importance is development of personnel. What is personnel? The workers and employees who are working in the organization. So if every person is assigned a particular duty only, so they will get an opportunity to think something new and innovative for their respective jobs, okay, which will make them specialists and expert in their field, and it will also help in the development of the workers. Okay, it means they will be able to study or to think something new for their organization. They want their department to be very much good as compared to the other departments, and they don't have lot of work to perform. As we know that in organizing, the work is divided into different parts. So each person is having a limited amount of work only, which helps that person to think something new for their respective job only. They don't have anything with any matter with the jobs of other people. They will concentrate only on their jobs, which will help in the development of that particular personnel or employee or worker also. As we know, if a person is having lot of burden on their heads, so they will not be able to think something new. They will be busy in completing the task only. But if you are giving only one work to a person, then it will help them, it will give them some time, some extra time to think something new for their respective jobs. So these points are the importance of organization. Thank you.